of tools. He's got a lot of speed as well. For actually getting in on Sonic, it's Sonic usually wants to camp just about everyone, but Pikachu is one of those few characters that has a much better time getting there. And look at this. Yeah, we're gonna kill a little bit of the timer up on the platform, sizing up Miracle throughout the neutral, and Miracle doesn't want to overcommit, and that is wise of him.
Yeah, I mean, both of these characters are characters that have a lot of low commitment options. Honestly, not even options. They have low commitment play styles. Like you can see, Sonic's main game plan is to kind of wait for you to make a mistake because he is so fast that he could be there in a flash if you ever press the wrong button. But on the other end, you have Pikachu who can really throw out low commitment T-Jolts and really just wait and see what your opponent will do. So this is going to be a thinking man's matchup for sure, Treasure, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I love that. It'll be slow and steady. Miracle looking to find these forward airs to maybe a combo starter, but having a really hard time landing them. Thunder Jolts cover a lot of ground and stop long spin-ups of Spin Dash.
Yeah.
But they actually are just committal enough that literally only Sonic is going to run up and punish you for that. But that's very relevant right now. Miracle having a better time finding a couple one-off hits and getting some extra damage. His lightning loops are pretty darn clean, so that's going to help him a lot. Oh, the jab reset, but not quite the forward smash that Miracle needs. Gets a jab instead for a little tacked on damage, but that could have been a kill.
Yeah, I mean, we're stuck in the old ways there. You cannot connect 3 jabs, just not able to get that F smash out, which would have probably taken the stock at this percentage. You know, that's the only downside to these characters is that, you know, they're not the heaviest in the cast, so really strong kill moves near the edge will take the stock, but honestly, LSW there living by a hair on that down smash.
For Miracle, he's going to have to be doing a lot to change his normal game plan. Pikachu has a lot of flowcharts to work on. You kind of have to learn flowcharts to play him because he has a million different options in every situation because he's got so many great buttons. But you got to change to a different set of flowcharts. Is what can you do basically with 2 hits against Sonic? And we saw that Nair into down smash. That's a beautiful call out, exactly the kind of thing that Miracle is looking for. And that and staying vigilant through this neutral. The very, very lively Pikachu versus Sonic neutral. You gotta stay vigilant because if you mess up for a second, the other player might call you out heavily. Miracle waiting there with the up smash. I love the way he's playing the matchup.
I'm glad that, you know, he really had that on deck, you know, just to immediately punish the one time that LSW decided to land on top of him, immediately losing his stock.
All right. Oh, the Nair doesn't quite connect into a grab, but his back air isn't punished either. Just enough auto spacing on shield keeps LSW safe once again from a forward tilt. Miracle is working with very little health left. A forward air is not enough to do it, not until we get really close to the ledge. Or a 2-frame forward smash would be crazy too.
Yeah, all those options can work, but you could see LSW has really shifted, you know, no longer having the lead or even an even playing field between him and Miracle. You can see he is searching for that kill. You know, he is still taking his time, as Sonic has to, but you see the up smash, the F smashes, they're all coming out, and this one is finally able to connect.
Yeah, nice back-to-back call-outs to end either of those stocks, an up smash for either player, and we are back to this edge of the seat, slow but burning intensity of the neutral. Spin dash covering the low ground, a little bit of a trade. At 32% on LSW is a little bit of an advantage for Miracle. It doesn't feel like much in a lot of matchups, but Miracle has to kind of climb a mountain for every percent he lands on LSW.
Oh, for sure. And you can see, you know, LSW just trying to be a little bit more tricky with this movement here. Earlier on, you know, he was content to just kind of stand and see what Miracle would do, but you see every single time he overcommits, Miracle's right on top of him like weed on rye.
That's great for Miracle. Great 50% combo. Yeah, I don't think he's been able to manage that many hits in a row yet. So great call. He looks for another reverse grab, just like the one that helped him last time, but this one's not going to land. Look at the shield play. Miracle's had a couple call-outs from Spin Dash landing on shield. That's something that Sonic also really benefits from usually as well. So shield play is going to be big.
And you see here, so those T-Jolts, that's the reason that LSW has been, you know, preferring the platform, is those T-Jolts cover the ground so well and can just stop Sonic in his tracks. One of the few things in the game that can. So he has to kind of either use his little hop that he can when he's in his spin dash form to go right under or right over those T-Jolts.
Miracle's got to watch out. He's using forward tilt to cover some ground and stifle approach options. Better in other matchups than this one, though, because Spin Dash does even now. He's got to watch out. He almost had it. The up smash would have taken away a second stock for Miracle, but he goes for the big call out with that very, very long forward smash. He's been crossed up, though. And now, back to neutral. The parry, really big. He wants the forward tilt. I don't think it kills, though, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, just another failed punish. You know, this time Miracle swinging to the left instead of the right. But obviously not going to kick himself because there's a lot of match to be played.
All right.
We got a whole 2 minutes left, Treasure. And we
see
could see it going down to the wire. What? The deepest of back airs there.
That's awesome from Miracle. I thought it was going to be a fair from Sonic landing, but it's not even the trade. The Force Tech, and I don't think anyone was expecting where it was going to end up landing, who was going to end up getting sent. Miracle once again gets the stock first. This is exactly what he wants. He gets the nair. This time it has the grab and the re-grab. Oh, the re-nair once again, and a re-grab finally. I end up incorrect once we get there. LSW's found his space, uses his up B to buy more.
Oh, man, yeah. LSW has to watch out on those neutral beats. The homing attack that Sonic has, if he lands on the ground, smacks his face into that PS2 platform, he's going to be in tons of lag, and Miracle can punish that super heavily. And this scenario, every mistake counts. That down smash nowhere near killing, just the false finish to really put LSW
really
on. Yeah, I know. It's just putting LSW on notice.
Miracle looking amazing there.
Yeah.
Okay, suddenly the pace of play just changed so dramatically. A down smash, another fair, and then that sweet spot down air. That is such a commanding finish to that game. While typically I'd go, that's a pretty big game upset here. I don't know how long LSW has been on the Sonic, but this game had me thinking, it's crazy. It's crazy that people say watching Sonic isn't exciting. You just got to be patient.
Yeah, the moments just come and go.
Yeah. The hype moments are so hype because they're such intense call-outs. Like, both players are putting everything on the line when we decide to actually pit moves against each other.
Of course. And honestly, yeah, that game came down to two very pivotal edge-guarding scenarios where LSW just found himself on the opposite end of where he wanted to be off stage. So we'll have to see what LSW, what he does to kind of adapt here, because that's the issue. In these matchups that take a little bit longer, as we saw, we had 1:30 on the clock by the time the game ended. There's a lot of game going on, and you need to be able to quickly learn what you did wrong and why it went wrong.
Yeah, it's good that you meant the timer, because I've been looking at that every once in a while. We got to really keep our eyes on that, especially in a matchup like this, especially the way that last game went. We have added on percentage quite a bit faster already in this game, but we've got a lot of game ahead of us. Ooh, that grab not going to quite land out of the T-Jolt, but it is some good percentage. A fair call-out for Miracle. And off stage, he's proven himself to be a pretty scary threat for LSW, especially after the last talk.
And that was interesting right there. That was the first time Miracle had used Thunder. Honestly, one of Pikachu's laggiest options. And I think that's why Miracle is winning this war of attrition. He's using such low committal options. When we see time and time again, LSW will sometimes make a miscue and do an unspaced forward air and get punished for it.
Yeah, LSW not fully dialed in on the Sonic game plan. It's got to be slow. So he's now trying to prove himself after losing the first game, it feels like. And trying to be more aggressive than he was last game. I think his game plan was good. It's the standard thing. You just got to play to your character's benefits, especially when you're playing someone so unconventional.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, he has the game plan down. And I think what it is just that on the other end, you see Miracle, the only moves he's throwing out is stuff like back air, forward air, stuff that is going to get him killed in this scenario. But yeah, you just have to really tighten the ship in terms of putting yourself out there, you know, make it so that the amount of times that Miracle can hit you is near zero.
Funny enough, it's not really a committal option for Sonic to throw out forward smashes. We saw him throw out 2 in a row, and he's got a long arm, so he can cover a lot of ground, and it doesn't actually have much lag either. So he's pretty fine to just throw out 2 of them. It's a very reasonable thing to do with Sonic in general. We've also seen a couple mix-up from Miracle using quick attack to go onto stage, just barely spacing it so he could get on top of it and just hit a little lightning touch on LSW. That's the first time he did it in that last exchange between the two players. So we get to seed in like one little additional new play, one little additional new piece of tech each time we fight, and it changes the matchup. Like, this is some of the purest fighting game breakdowns in these kinds of matchups where it's all conditioning.
That's fair. And, I mean, here we are. I mean, we had a lot of neutral going on there as we just kind of drained the clock for a solid minute there. And you could tell that this one's going to go down to the wire.
Miracle has the ground underneath LSW. You mentioned Thunder not coming out very much. I mean, we've seen it go off once, or twice actually, once below stage after you mentioned it. But LSW wants to spend a lot of time above Miracle. He used up B a lot in game 1 to just stay far away from Miracle, and you can call that out with Thunder. Like, you can't fall that fast with Sonic, like, only normal speed, and Thunder is laggy, but, like, really laggy, but if he's at the top of the thundercloud, like, who cares?
See, and that's what's going to happen if you miss a Thunder. But the thing is that one thing that, you know, the viewers at home will have to watch out for when we have these timeout scenarios. If you're unfamiliar with the rule set, the person at the higher percent actually loses if they are tied in stocks. So every time this percentage lead shifts over, you know, the ball is in one of the other players' court here, as we are literally percentage points off from each other here now. And yeah, this one is, I can tell this one's gonna have a freaking photo finish.
Ooh, yeah, it becomes pretty relevant when we're looking at individual percents. Woo. Okay, Miracle's doing a great job making callouts. Nair into up smash. We saw in the previous time he got a hold of LSW. It was a T-jolt that went right into a Nair drag down to up smash. That's worked for him several times. He's a kill confirm. I want to see him keep doing it because a solid 20% every time he does it. And when we're nickel and diamond for percentage points.
We are.
Which, yeah, absolutely are, yeah. We need those bad.
Yeah, and here you have it. I mean, Miracle is in the percent lead, so you can see LSW's literally trying to find any crack in the defense that he could swing on. But so far, Miracle's just playing the keep away, pushing the wall slower, closer towards LSW to where he is just suffocated and has no room, but has to throw out that F smash, like you said. It's not actually a commitment, only a bait. Gets the back throw, and are we going to find a stock off stage here? Not quite.
All right, comfortably gets back to stage. I like Thunder for clearing stage. Sonic's not going to go that deep for you, and it stops him from sitting right at the ledge. I did not expect that to finish off the stock. For the first time, LSW is ahead on the stock take.
Yeah, I mean, that's a first for me, Treasure, for sure. Seeing literally the spin dash, not actually the move that follows after, just taking the stock straight off the top.
Hey, Pikachu's lay is at 130%. Oh, nice Thunder there. If it doesn't connect with Pikachu, though, it doesn't do a ton of knockback. As we saw with both those, back air is a very solid kill option. It has been for quite some percentages. But it's hard to find a kill with that. You can't get your full forwards momentum when you go with the back air. It's a great multi-hitting move, but you have to have a lot of time. It's way more. It's a bigger punish option, not as much of a neutral option.
Yeah, the combo starter.
Yeah.
But honestly, it just worked perfectly there as the quickest option he could do off of ledge. And honestly, like you mentioned, those Thunders weren't even there for like the big hit that you would get when you hit Pikachu. It was just to set up that perfect edge guarding sequence. But here we have it. We're on last stock with less than a minute left, Treasure. Like I said, that photo finish is coming closer and closer to becoming a reality.
I am enamored by the decision of putting the Sonic matchup on stream here. Like, I've never seen a Game 2 grow such a crowd around it. Everyone's so invested in a venue around it.
Yes, it is.
Everyone's going to be very excited to see you can get this one. LSW, of course, fighting to keep the match going for yet another game. Miracle might be able to put this thing away if he keeps a hold of LSW. Finding good percentage there off the grab. He's thundered again because he's had good luck with them in the last couple of uses. I don't know if that's the time, though.
Yeah, I mean, Miracle's starting to throw out these kind of haymaker and wild options that we have not seen him use literally at all before to try to throw LSW off his game. But that's the issue, is that Miracle's throwing out options that can get him punished and actually make him lose the game, but you only have 8 seconds left. You have to find the 10%. Can Miracle find the 10%? We're on a regrab scenario. No ledge invincibility, but he gets away.
Amazing stuff. We get it. The sudden death is not real, of course. Wow. Miracle out-timed by the Sonic. We finally have done it here in our pool. So early in the day, we get an actual timeout. We're going game 3 of this set. It's just going to keep evolving. And now the patience and the resolve of LSW and Miracle really gets tested. It's been a long, long set already. Longer than probably all the rest of their sets are going to be today, except maybe LSW. He might be getting more of these, but it's unlikely with such a close match. I mean, they're probably back-to-back or maybe one apart in seeding that way. So probably really close to each other. It'll be one of the most pitched matches with some of the campiest characters in the game. So this should probably be taking very, very heavily our longest set, especially for best of 3.
Yeah, and I mean, the stakes are high, at least for you know, compared to what other matches in these round robin pools will mean, because these two could very easily tie and set count, and that head-to-head is going to be the first tiebreaker determinant. So if you are able to beat those close to you in skill in your pool, that's going to be the biggest wins you can get. Oof. And so far, things are starting out a little bit faster as both players were very much itching to play the game again, as there was a big kind of gap in that last one. But here we have it. That early lead that LSW's got can be erased here by some lightning loops that Nair drag down is just perfect for putting on percent, and LSW can't find the escape option.
LSW does a good job finding DI out, but I love that Miracle is just following him every single time that the combo stops being true. He's doing a great job of building his own combos when it is called for. Backer gets him out, but it doesn't quite connect. It's a second hit on LSW. Forward smash evens up so much of the combo that we just saw, though.
Yes, he has the percent lead, so you know the vibe. LSW going to start backing up and you only feigning to, you know, push the advantage. Miracle finding the percent lead here, and now maybe even searching for the kill off stage.
Okay.
Doesn't do the dash
up,
yeah.
But we have seen dash attack. They haven't found a kill yet for Miracle, the dash attacks, but once we hit like 120% towards the edge of the map, they do kill for Pikachu on Sonic, so it's not a bad option. We just haven't seen one land at the pivotal times that he needs it for the kill. So we do see those coming out every once in a while, but it's pretty committal. It's got a lot of end lag and moves you really close to Sonic. You don't want that. He's got smash attacks that cover so much ground. I mean, that's a cruising for a bruising with his big forward smash punch.
Oh, for sure. But speaking of bruising, not much interaction going on. We have a close call there off stage, and that F smash is going to punish LSW, kind of committing a little bit too much to that edge guard when it felt like he was in prime position to kind of keep that stock going.
Yeah, it's interesting. We haven't seen LSW do that much. I like that he was mixing things up, but Miracle was already prepared for a mix-up. He didn't go low like he has the last 3 times and used a Thunder to cover ledge. Okay, no.
Yeah.
We're on top of each other, but no one's pulling the buttons. They're too scared of something nasty happening to them in particular. And Miracle doesn't have a lot of reason to overly commit. I mean, look at how the way last game went to the 0-0-0 timer. He goes, you know, if I can hold on to a stock for a little longer, it does not hurt to just avoid LSW. Like, if we're camping, we're camping.
Yeah, of course. And you can see we're up a stock. Once again, you know the vibes. Miracle is sitting on that other side of the stage and finally gets the grab to lap in freaking the extra credit percentage here with all those lightning loops.
Booker's punching the air right now. All the time that he's made Miracle lap, lightning loops, their drag down combos, and Miracle just is not dropping them. It's such a pinnacle of his play, but neutral taken by a raw F smash. LSW has the gumption to get things done, still 43% behind. Miracle can still camp him out quite a bit, but it's not nearly the same situation as with a full stock.
Yeah, and Treasure, that one's a tilter, you know, because that F smash random in the middle of the stage is not the way you want to lose a stock in this type of set. But Miracle has been composed before. I mean, he was just timed out the last game, so the kid has to have an iron will of steel as he's continuing to play the long game here.
All right. Oh, Spin Dash just continuing to get some ground. Auto spaces a little bit there by impacting the ground. Bounced LSW away from Miracle's clutches. Miracle is doing a great job of just keeping away. Yeah. How the turn has tabled, punished with the back air, trying to get up there. He didn't commit to an option though. Maybe could have grabbed. I'm not sure if it was quite in range. Drag down there isn't going to connect into an up tilt at this percent though.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, but I'm obviously,
W expected.
You know, Sonic Recovery is a little broken, so he's gonna make it back. But obviously, just went the wrong direction, and that's just precious time off the clock for Miracle.
All right, and the grab for Miracle gets his up air out of his double jump. Trampoline, drop it down on him. The call out with yet another nair. His nairs have been on point all game long. T-Jol makes it dangerous to stay on the ledge. It just traps. Yeah, it's a great frame trap. Makes it really hard for LSW to have more options. And he's dropped too far. He's going to get hit by every single T-Jol here. He just has to keep going until he gets through. That stack doesn't land, but it would have killed. And suddenly the positions are reversed. Miracle back on stage, though. Thunder Jolt doesn't quite be reversed. He could have just locked LSW in the same position again.
Yeah, and I feel like LSW will really regret kind of having all those T-Jolts tack on just 20% for free, as like I said, these percentages matters. The percentage points were literally
I was
neck
about
and
to say
neck.
80%, that's F smash range, though. We can do it again. It doesn't quite kill, being a raw one at the very center of stage. Up smash doesn't land either. Back throw doesn't kill. Might at the very ledge of the stage at this point, but still Miracle is safe for a while.
Yeah, Miracle's going to have to play outside of LSW's burst range in terms of stock taking options, because if he's going to play into that F smash like he did before, all of this, you know, lead building would have been all for naught.
Game 1 was 5.5 minutes. We've now hit that marker point, and we've still got 4 stocks. There's almost no way this one gets over in time. So we are actually 100% playing for every single percentage point in this game. It's probably going to be a repeat of Game 1. Oh, now it's stuck inside me. The first big mistake the Miracle has made all game. That had to be a misinput. Like, there's no way that wasn't a quick attack attempt, but he gets right in there. The fastest back-to-back stocks of the match so far. We're dead even right now. LSW thinks he's going to get the first percent, so he's going to run out all of his Halo time, but the back air start to land for Miracle. Stopped by the platform, but that's not going to stop the combo. We get a second track down, the grab, and up airs.
Oh, and
the regrab!
This is all automatic percent for Miracle. LSW is going to have to not get one, not even two, probably like 3 or 4 neutral wins before he can put on 74. This is really going to come down to his treasure.
All right, the first side B stopped by Thunder Jolt. Miracle is going to keep as much distance as humanly possible. Got to keep, baiting out those spin dashes, but the second one lands. Down tilt gets Miracle a little bit more ground. Thunder Jolt isn't going to land, though.
Oh, yeah, we're getting down to the single-digit numbers, and that's way more percent per second that you just can't quite do. I think this is physically impossible here. Treasure,
he has to go for the fair.
No,
he doesn't land it. A little bit more percentage on Miracle, but actually helps him to stall off stage. There is no way to do this for LSW. Miracle makes it on the second timeout game. I don't think I've ever been so excited.